Hi there. It's been about a year. I know that's been a while. There's been a lot of questions, a lot of folks wanting to know what's going on with the rig. Had quite a bit come up during the last year. On top of that, I'm an engineering student. I can't do this every day, but I do most of my own work whenever I get the chance. Cherokee was looking a little dull, and like I said, we wanted this to be a trail-capable Jeep. So, in keeping with that theme, instead of putting a shiny new paint job on it or anything of that nature, I'm doing something a little different. It's something that you can do at home. It's not that hard. A trained monkey can do it, and I can't believe how many people pay to get this done. Also have a couple little goodies. It's been, like I said, it's been a year. A couple little goodies I'll show you that I've done. But right now, I'll show you what we got started with. What I'm doing today is going through and I'm actually going to put a flamed Rhino line paint job on this. I'm using tintable truck bed liner. Tintable liner, you can buy it at CarQuest. I'm sure there's quite a few other stores around wherever you're at. It's an SEM kit. $39,650 is the name of the kit. You can do this on your own. You drop in the color that you want. My color is going to be saddle tan to match the interior. Then, you can lay out straight lines if you want, but come on, folks, you want to do the right thing. To lay out shapes, what you want to get is a roll of 1/8" tape. This is used specifically for laying out flames and shapes. It does really well, and then you tape right up to the edge of it. You're going to need one of these or some 220 grit sandpaper for your surface preparation. You're going to need a lot of this. The biggest problem you're going to run into is any spots of grease or even hand oils, such as that, are going to leave a dimple in your Rhino liner or paint. So make sure you got plenty of this on hand, and right before you paint, this is what you want to use. Get rid of all the oil. It's wax and degreaser, or here it's called cleaner. A couple other things you'll need: paper towels, plastic to mask off, and regular masking tape, pair of scissors, razor blade, just the basics. I went ahead and laid out my pattern in Sharpie before I got started. Just remember to put your Sharpie lines inside of the areas that you want to do the blue tape. Then you tape right up to the edge of them. Tape right up to the edge of the blue tape, anywhere in there. Now, the reason you don't have to get real happy with this stuff is the overspray isn't that bad. Overspray comes out in clumps. You can knock it off later, or most of the time you don't even get overspray. It's going to hit wherever you want. Continue the flames on down the side, and of course up in here, and then of course all the way down along the rocker panel. We had a lot of gravel chips that we wanted to cover up. Went ahead and did that. Bring it back up over the top. And then I'm also going to pull this rear bumper and the front bumper, and I'm going to go ahead and Rhino line those. I think the worst thing I've ever heard, other than my ex-wife's voice on the phone, has got to be tree branches on a brand new paint job. So that's why we're doing this. Since the last time we started, also built a front bumper. As you can see, I followed the dimple die design. I wanted to have maximum clearance angle, so I went ahead and sucked it in as tight as I can. If I need a winch, I went ahead and I'm going with a forward trailer receptacle. And then of course, all the way down here, you can see I integrated rock lights. So, simple bumper, doesn't really cost that much, and even better, doesn't really weigh that much. Now, to spray this Rhino liner, you are going to need one little tool. I've got it over here on the workbench. You're going to need one of these guns. They're not very spendy. It's called a Schutz gun. S-C-U-T-Z, Schutz gun. And an air pressure regulator. These are really simple. And then your black bottles here, they're going to come with that Rhino liner kit. You can tint it any color you want. The nice thing about it is it's neutral gray, so you buy the exact color you want to put into it. And then of course you're going to need an air compressor. And one last note, before you get started, when you go to brush off all the dust and everything from sand and prep, go ahead and use an air hose. If some of your tape or some of your mask comes loose during that time, then you're definitely going to want to get that addressed before you start spraying bed liner. But that's where we're at today. Like I said, I stopped halfway through. Wanted everybody to get kind of an idea of what's going on here. And the garage is a little packed, but you can kind of get the idea. It's just pretty simple, basic layout, prep, and then when you're done, get it as clean as you can and run the Rhino liner on. Later on, we'll go ahead and paint the slats on the grill, darken these areas in around the headlights a little more, and hopefully we'll be getting down to brass tacks on this build. A couple other things we got left. Tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and put on new shocks. That's something I'm not even going to bother to show. If you can't figure out shocks, you need some help. But I am going to do one of the more common problems we run into on these. The fuel tank, where the fuel pump enters the fuel tank, you have an O-ring assembly that keeps fuel in and fumes out. And that went bad on us. You get a little waterfall of gas when you park downhill. I'll explain that, show you how to fix that. If you do it yourself, it's going to cost about $8. If you send it to a shop, it's going to cost about it's going to cost you a few bones. So it's something that you want to do yourself. And the other thing we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and install a 2-inch lip using coil spring spacers and shackles. So that'll be coming up tomorrow. That'll be another segment. And we're also going to do rear axle seals, another really common problem. We'll be replacing these, and I'll show you how to inspect your differential for wear. Give it a little tune-up, go through it, throw in some new seals, and it'll be good as new. So until next time.